Stockwell-Eldridge Show, giving you the real-time information you need to make educated decisions about buying and selling in the world-renowned Twin Cities. Now your hosts and real estate experts, Jason Stockwell and Dawn Eldridge.
Good morning, Minneapolis, St. Paul. This is the Stockwell-Eldridge Show every Sunday, 10 a.m. here on AM 1280 The Patriot. And I'm Jason Stockwell with RE/MAX Results.
And I'm Dawn Eldridge with RE/MAX Results.
And I miss a week, and I'm nervous now. I come back, and I'm nervous after last week. And the show turns to, we have a great show for you today, but it's about wine, women, and whatnot. So I was joking with Stephanie at Wells Fargo. Welcome, of course.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
I was joking to everybody that I'm just going to step out and let Heather, who is our special guest here, Heather Thomas, with wine, women, and whatnot, Dawn and Stephanie take over. But as Diane Eldridge would say, oh boy, do we have a show for you today.
A shout out to my mom.
So,
Jason, well, I mean, and look at it. I just know. I mean, three blondes here,
Yes.
Jason. You are going to be the MVP.
Oh,
you need
boy.
to check the show out on YouTube, Jason, because you are going to be. Everybody's gonna be like, man, how do I get that gig? That Stockwell guy, man. How did somebody like him get something like us? Right?
That's
Just
right.
kidding.
Oh, did he? And how did we get someone like him?
Exactly.
I don't know.
We're fortunate too. And Barry and Trevor.
Welcome back, Jason. Though it is nice to have. We do miss you when you're gone.
We do.
Yeah. I had my son's birthday, so we were fishing, and I caught a northern for the first time in my life, which is
Oh
pretty
my
cool.
gosh.
Awesome. Did you
Not a
take it
big
off the hook
fisherman,
yourself and everything?
Yeah, me. It was me, my dad, Asher, and Victoria, and they both caught walleye, sunfish, perch, and then I caught a northern.
Were you on?
Oh my
did you go
gosh.
up?
I'm sorry, not walleye, bass. my
Were you
bad.
up
See, I'm
north
not
or here?
I'm not big into fishing, but I am now because the kids love it. We have a
Yeah.
blast. So.
Were they? Was it here or up north?
Minnetonka.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
That was
awesome. What a great family activity. Good for you.
Yeah, and obviously, folks, there's a ton going on in the world this last weeks, months. It's been crazy with the election. It's been crazy with all kinds of other things going on that are both good and a lot of bad, is what we're seeing. But in the real estate world, things are good. So, Dawn, what's happening in the market in the real estate world?
Well, the market's really strong. We are still 1.1% up in new listings, and we are at a 5.3% increase in closed sales. And we're still hanging steady at a 5.7% increase in median sale price from this time last year, I should clarify.
So prices are still going up. Inventory is barely a little higher than last year, but pending sales are still outpacing new listings. And buyers now, the rates are even better than they were before. Historically, it's if you haven't bought, you might want to consider it, and you might want to. And if you haven't sold and you want to get on the market, I think now, even after the 4th of July, typically summer is not as crazy as spring in our market in Minnesota here in the Twin Cities. But this summer, with the rates and everything like that, it's in the low inventory, it's really active, right, Dawn?
It's huge. I just got an offer on another property that was not on the market yesterday.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, it's in the pre-list status,
Yep.
which we do our fabulous pre-list marketing on. And
That makes over 20, I think, this year.
I
Just
know.
in that, wow. So sellers, if you're thinking of selling, that's a strategy that works for many people. It might be something you want to reach out to us about. So check us out on Facebook. You can reach out to us via phone, 651-400-0773, 651-400-0773. We talk about Minnesota and how good we have it here in many ways. Foreclosures, if people have forgotten, there are still foreclosures out there. But Elliot Eisenberg talked about this recently, and I want to touch base on it quick here. The percentage of homes with a mortgage in foreclosure in May of 2016, in May of 2016 was 1%. Just 1% of homes were in foreclosure. And then last year, 1 year ago, it was 1.3%, so we're lower. And then the peak, the all-time peak in 2010 was 4.5%. The current rate is the lowest since 2007, but it's still double the historical average over history. Yep, so we're still high.
It's a great. I mean, it's great to hear those numbers are dropping.
However, Minnesota, here's what he said: New Jersey still has the highest number of foreclosure inventory, followed by New York, and then Hawaii, which seems weird in Hawaii, but and New York, but Arizona, Minnesota, Connecticut, lowest rates at 0.3. We have 0.3. We are the lowest, one of the
0.3
lowest
foreclosure.
Oh my
of
gosh.
0.3% of
Wow.
homes in foreclosure.
All right,
We're tied with 4 other states for the lowest in the entire country for foreclosure. So anyway, they're still out there, but they're tougher to get. And there's just not as many, which tells you how good our economy really is here in the Twin Cities. And then from a mortgage standpoint, Stephanie at Wells Fargo, you guys are still rocking?
Oh, absolutely. And that's what I just say, with more and more inventory and, we talk about the competition in the market for the houses that are available is get pre-approved. And I know we've talked about it before, but Wells Fargo has a program. We're the only ones on the market that have it. It's a conventional program with 3% down. I'm sure as realtors, you can, FHA, it's still a good product. But a little bit more challenging when it comes to appraisals and property concerns and so forth. FHA is a little bit more picky.
And it's a kind of expensive. I mean, it can be fairly expensive.
Yeah, it's a little bit more. There's
consumer.
upfront mortgage insurance and things like that. So a conventional product, it's 3% down. Anybody can be eligible for it. There's no income limit restrictions. There's no buyer, you can be a 3rd time, 4th time buyer, whatever. So, a lot of people saying, well, geez, I don't have that 20% down to put down. If I sell my house, I'm not going to get as much equity if I sell now. Well, you only need 3%.
Yeah.
And the pre-approval.
amazing.
So, get prepared. Come into a Wells Fargo, give me a call. 612-940-7335 and I'll get you connected. But yeah, get pre-approved, get ready because I know too, Heather, you're probably going to talk about, you mentioned you just bought your dream home.
Yes.
And so,
Thank you, Dawn.
it's a process, but that dream home, like you said, that comes on and shoot, you got to be ready.
We decided on a Monday night over a martini that we were going to buy a house, and Friday they accepted our offer, and we hadn't even looked. So, it happened just
Right.
like that. And when
Whoa,
it's
time
meant to be.
out. That sounds
Well, they looked at the house.
We looked at the house. I apologize.
Actually, she just trusted me
Yeah.
and Craig Whites, who was also her realtor. Yes.
So we heard a new voice here, Heather Thomas. She is the CEO and founder of Wine, Women, and Whatnot. And a lot of questions about that. But
About women, the wine, or the whatnot?
all of the above. Wine is about the only one that I can understand a little bit.
Maybe.
But even
the other ones, it's
all very complicated.
what?
Yes. It's the 3 W's.
So Heather recently. Heather works with Craig, who's on the team, and Dawn helped you
Yes.
buy a home. And then I saw some bags or some packages that were hot pink in Dawn's office, and I go, "What are these?" And then it was from your company. So can you elaborate on first what's
Sure.
going on with the company and what it is?
Yeah, well, thank you all for having me on. This is really fun for me. So, an opportunity to share Wine, Women, and Whatnot with your listeners. And we are basically a company inspired by women who love wine, and more specifically by my girlfriends. So, basically took a woman's personality and essence of her personality and reflected it in a wine. So, there's a little bit of research behind it. I just didn't, say you're just a Merlot or you're a Bordeaux or anything like that. But actually, the top 6 wines that are selling in the United States, there's 3 white and 3 red, and they're Champagne, Sauvignon Blanc, and Chardonnay, and then Pinot Noir, Cabernet Sauvignon, and Zinfandel. And I happen to have 6 really close girlfriends, and they all kind of represent those wines. So we offer that in teas, tanks, and totes, so as you can wear it or you can carry it. And then also what you saw, Jason, were our hand-lettered gift bags. So they're these beautiful Euro shoppers, so they fit any bottle of wine, no matter how tall or wide, and they just make that gift a little bit more special. So
Okay, so maybe it's me because I'm not a female. I'm little. It was over my head a little bit.
sorry.
Because I'm still grasping. So you say to your friend, you drink a lot of Zinfandel, so therefore you're a Zin.
No.
Okay.
No, and no, and I wouldn't want to say that you are a specific wine. It's just actually supposed to be fun, and
okay.
you're reflecting yourself in a wine. So
Maybe that's why you don't
yeah.
get it, Jason.
Yeah.
That could
Kind of
be.
like
Just
you're like a
kidding.
Pabst Blue Ribbon
Yeah.
or a Heineken or a Stella.
Or Scotch, you know what I mean? Yeah.
yes, so you have a quiz right in front of you, Jason.
Yes.
and that helps identify which wine are you.
Oh boy. Okay. So here's what we're gonna do. So
You're not my
folks-
demographic, but
Really?
yeah, well,
Oh, that's right.
Maybe
Wine,
you
women.
fine.
Maybe you should
It'll
answer on
be
behalf
fun.
of Katie,
I'm gonna do this quiz
your wife.
in the next segment. I'm gonna do this quiz for you, and we'll do it live. I haven't read any of it yet. I'm just glancing at it, but I haven't read anything. But Dawn can ask me the questions. I'll answer them, and then we'll test me, I guess, and see what I am.
Well, and then we can also, when they people can do this at home if they want, and then they can tally their score, and we can give them which one they would be as well.
Well, and I'm going
Because we'll give the answers.
Well, and my
So-
question too, and I'm
yeah.
sure we can get into this is, I'm single, and well, I guess I'm not matching up with women. I prefer to match up with a man. But does a Zinfandel and so if I'm a Champagne and Dawn's a Zinfandel and Jason's a Cabernet, does that mean that we're going to be good business partners or working together, or is there going to be conflict? I mean, does it kind of go that in depth?
Doesn't
or
go
is it more-
that in depth.
Okay.
No, it's just pretty much just the essence of you, because it's not like a zodiac sign. It's just fun.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Katie, my wife, does something called the elements, which kind of puts people into water. What are they?
Air, fire, wind.
Air,
Yep.
fire, water, earth, and certain ones get along better than others, and all
yes.
those sorts of things.
Like
and,
water and fire. Water puts out a fire sign.
I think so.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm into that. I'm going to
yeah.
call Katie.
Yeah, there you go.
She's so this sounds very interesting in that respect. So so I'm excited to take the quiz and see where I end up. I do like wine, mostly a lot of wine, but
So if they're listening, Heather, do you have a website that maybe they can
I
go online
do.
and check it out? So when we in the next segment, they can follow along with us.
Yes, it's kind of a long website, but it is winewomenandwhatnot.com. So you can go there, and it says right on the landing page, which personality are you? So you can take the quiz, and it literally is 30 seconds or less.
So it's wine, women, and then A&D, like
A&D, whatnot.
so
Whatnot.
wine, women, and whatnot.
so and we'll have all that on our Facebook page, folks, under the Stockwell Aldrich Show as well, so you can find it there. But go to the site if you're able to right now, and then when we get back from break, I'll take the quiz, and then you can go on there and take the quiz yourself and see what happens. Real quick question for Heather: where did you get your house? Where was your house at?
It's in Golden Valley.
Golden Valley, nice.
It's beautiful.
Golden
area.
Valley, we just put one on in Golden Valley too. It's getting a lot of people. People want to be in Golden Valley because it's
kind of
proximity
I
right now,
was
right?
going to say great
So close
location,
to
right?
everything.
With
And
in
they have some
between
cool
road
homes.
construction and road construction. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That is true.
but at least you can get out of any one of the highways from there. Everyone,
169, 100. What else?
55. I mean, you can get on every, 62.
Straight shot
you're-
downtown and to the lakes. So it's
yeah.
great.
Cool. Well, congratulations on
Thank
that.
you.
And inspection passed.
Yes.
Good. Then you're on the home
Well,
stretch.
she's already closed and home and she's got wine all over the place.
Yeah. All over the front yard.
Yeah.
And the backyard.
Broke a bottle of wine out the front door.
We'll be back. I'll be taking a test when we get back. It'll be a wine, women, and whatnot test. So stay tuned.
Tiny bubble